So this video comes from a lay-by in North Wales.
Absolutely.
Just want to show you the Zafira like micro camper kind of conversion, if you will, because every time we try and show it, it's always dark and the video don't come out well.
That's because it's bedtime, isn't it, when you get the bed out?
So yeah, surrounded by mountains, got a little nice stream down there, but yeah, so what we've done basically is enabled us to have more headroom. If you know Vauxhall Zafira, it's 7-seater. It has a middle row of seats, 2 at the back, 2 at the front, making 7. So what we've done is removed the middle bench seat. Now it might sound more complicated than it is. It's literally 4 bolts on like a sliding runner there, so 30-minute job max.
So one of the things that's great about doing it this way is you still get to keep the back seats. So when you're camping, you've kind of always got a chair just to kind of sit on and a little table.
Yeah, it's a decent usable space, and we couldn't do that before because what we did is built a raised bed, and you couldn't even sit up in bed, and it was very frustrating, and we scrapped that idea. We didn't like it. As Zoe says, you've got a bit of a living area there. I mean, we wild camp, and our wild camping bags are just sat in the front there out the way, and we also have a roof box, for sling your bits and bobs in.
So one of the good things about this model of Zafira is that the seats fold flat into the floor, so it's nice and easy to create a bed just like that. Simple, loads of space,
flush. So if I just get the other one, a bit awkward to do it from inside the car, pull the mat over, and then literally wild camping mats on top, and that's a good 6.5 foot bed and loads of head height as well.
There is loads.
Yeah, it's good.
It's nice because you can sit up in bed, which is what you want.
Right, so you might be thinking privacy at this point because windows, people looking in. Well, all we've done is something really basic. This is the carpet that you do camper vans with. It's basically 4-way stretch carpet, just bought a roll, cut it out to the rough shape of the windows, double-sided velcro around the window edges, stick it on there. And for ventilation, these wind deflectors. So what you can do is roll down the window to just above that lip, so it can rain to your heart's content, and you'll still have ventilation, and the rain's not going to come in. All you do is pull that back a little bit like that, and you get a nice through flow through the car.
One of the bits he didn't show you was this brilliant piece of wood that Gareth made.
And my wood.
Yeah, Gareth's wood. It just slots in nicely. It's just a single piece with 2 legs on either end, just slots in to make it level at this end. Otherwise, obviously, your head would fall off into the footwell. Yeah,
because obviously there's a footwell there, which is, used for storage underneath as well. But because, there was a big gap there, I had to, I would have liked to do it in darker coloured carpet, but that's what was that's what was left in the garage, and I don't like wasting things, so I will redo it in a darker colour. But yeah, so pillows on that end and sleeping mats there, and yeah, it's good. Front window screen. Now a lot of people suggested on our last video that we put a curtain where the front seats are. I didn't want to do that because, as I said, we store our wild camping bags and stuff in the front and in the footwells, so it puts it all on display. So what we've done is just another bit of carpet there. I don't know if you can see or not, but these are just these are actually off an old umbrella. They're the bars. They already had the plastic ends on, so they're not going to dig into any of the fixtures and fittings in the car or ruin any of the roof lining or scratch the dash. And they're just I've cut them about that much longer than they need to be, so they've got a bit of bend in them, so tension, it keeps that from drooping. And then there's a bit of velcro around the edge, and from the outside looking at the car, you probably wouldn't even know the window thing. It just looks like tinted windows, and you can't see in. Blocks 99% of the light. If you've got a light inside there, it's yeah, it's very stealth. Now we also wild camp as well with this, so some nights, if we're away for a few nights, we'll have some nights in the car and some nights up in the hills. And obviously there's some things you have to leave in the car, like maybe a power bank or your food bag, and I'm a bit safety conscious with theft and all that stuff.
You don't want his food stealing.
No, I don't want my food so we just bring the parcel shelf, and
yeah, it's nice and easy. Ours moves, doesn't it, to that place there.
Yeah, so basically you can fit it between there and pull it over like a parcel shelf, and then the carpet that we just showed you there, which came with the car, just, you know, goes over the top of everything in the boot, so you can't see it from any angle, and hides all your stuff out of the way nicely.
Nice simple solution. So
I mean, sometimes we just leave the back window thing in the way. Like I say, when you're walking by the car, you know, it's really hard to tell that there's any carpets in the windows at all. It just, you know, it just looks like a black car with sort of blacked out windows. Yeah, so that's our little car camper thing. And I just want to say as well, because we've still retained 2 of the rear seats, and we've not got a raised bed, which used to take up the whole of the interior, we can still use it as a 4-person car.
Yeah.
And if we need a 7-seater, the seats literally, you know, it's less than 30 minutes to put them back in. They are heavy, so it's a 2-man lift.
Just what I was going to say, that's the downside, is they're very heavy to lift, but they go back in easily, don't they?
Yeah, and to be honest, when the middle seat's out, because they're so heavy, the car's a lot quicker. You know, you've got a performance increase, you know, and a fuel saving increase in itself.
Yeah, I think you said stop driving so dramatically or something earlier on today.
So it literally was the cost of a bit of carpet, some, you know, decent Velcro, bit of wood, you know, bit of time in the garden doing it, and it's a nice little stealth micro camper.
We've used it quite a few times this summer. Yeah,
we have. So yeah, if you have got something similar like this, it's in your fancy, you know, bit of camping somewhere like this. I know it's a lay-by, but there's a nice little stream down here to bathe your testicles in the morning. It's not yours, you ain't got testicles. But there's literally no old slate mine up there. There's literally no one here, and it's a quiet country road, and very peaceful and idyllic. So yeah, thank you for watching.